Okay, so starting with ball of cue.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit ball way too hard. So you got to learn how to hit softer. So what it means to be hit softer? It means doesn't use any too much grip tension or muscle tension in your arm. How to achieve this?
Yes.
First of all, you want to hold your cue about medium tension. You don't want to be too light because there's loss of control. It will be wobbling, and also you don't want to be hard because in that case also there is no control. So some tension in between, just enough to hold the cue is good enough. For you tension and like for you Basem and you Simoni, it's gonna be different slides. But the point is there. With Simoni I will start. So with Simoni, it was like he was using a very long bridge. So to have a little bit more follow through, sometimes you can just go lean to the shot a little bit more, and also when you play with power, just make sure that you hold your cue a little bit backwards, so you could have more room from your back arm to chest. Before you were like this, now you are like this, and then you can way easy to finish with the contact chest area. So this is the fair point. You need to follow through, because sometimes you finish your shots way too early, and then you're squeezing your grip. And then it makes your cue a little bit good side spin. Now we talk about shots around black ball area. Of course, the
short shots
cue ball and object ball are to each other. The less bridge hand distance and grip hand distance where you hold should be there. You try to, especially around black balls, but many shots are like that. Okay. If you play medium shots, you can make it slightly like if you are around black spot here. This is here and long ball is here, dependent how much QH you need to use. The more QH you need to use, the more longer you need to hold here, so you could hit the ball with more effortless power. Now you Basem, for you of course in the first day, you need to hold here longer.
Higher.
Because it makes your elbow higher. And also it makes your delivery much more consistent. So by just doing that, you can achieve way better outcome in your key delivery. Sometimes on the short distance shots, you hold your cue a little bit too long. So just make sure that when you are around black ball spot, just make it a little bit more compact. Because it will give you more control as well. Now, about backswing length, like sometimes you tend on power shots to use short backswing, so you can increase your backswing maybe 1/4, like from half to 3/4. That will give you more fluency during delivery, especially when you play with backspin shots. When you play with topspin shots, then of course you can be a little bit less than, because if you're rolling, then you can use half backswing. If you're playing a little bit more speed, then you can use 2/3, 3/4. Just a basic general idea what you can do to achieve a certain outcome, So if we talk about, shoulder position, so don't allow ever when you do a full backswing then drop down on the backswing phase.
This is not good.
Not good, because if you play with topspin, it's maybe okay, but if you play with backspin, then it's more likely to jab the shot, especially on power. So just make sure that when you're pulling your cue back, don't have too long bridge, because if you have a long bridge like this and you're pulling, your cue goes like this. But if you have normal, then you can normally hold, and your arm is staying in a relatively parallel set without dropping too much. It drops a little bit, but it's not bad.
For Marco?
Marco needs to put his left foot a little bit wider, same as you, I forgot, to make it more solid. He was hitting his chest a little bit too early because he had a very straight right leg. When he does here, the naturally moves more aside, and he has more room from his back arm to chest here, and has any distractions from here. So that's helping him to hit ball better.
His bridge?
And bridge also was too long. He needed to be a little bit more compact and a little bit shorter. Also follow through to the end, like for all of you three. Rest play, you work on your base, just make sure that it's more like 45-degree angle. Don't have to be straight to the shot. More like 45, like left like for the rest is more opposite. It's opposite to the normal shot. When you walk into normal shot, you're walking right left. With the rest, you're walking left right, and you turn it so you could hit me sideways, and you could put your shoulder, elbow to the correct position, and tip to the cue like a normal shot.
Okay. And what about our? We are walking to the shot in proper way, or?
Just make sure that when you walk into the shot, just first you put cue and legs together.
Okay.
And then you drop your body to the cue.
Okay.
This will allow you to be more in line. So basically, when you walk into the shot like this, for example, you want to play a shot straight. So you stand how you think is straight. Don't be too much to the left or to the right. But just basically what allows you to see a straight line for your eyes. Yeah. And then when you walk in, you put your cue and legs on the line. Tip to the cue ball. Just to give you an idea of what you can do if you want to work on your alignment, if it is necessary. And it's very important to keep your head high until you put your cue tip on the line. And then when you're ready and you know that you're aiming center, and you think and you believe and think that you're gonna hit the ball, drop down, aim, backswing, shoot. Yeah. So now I missed the shot, but because not of the aiming, but because of the delivery through maybe.
So our rotation of our shoulder.
Yeah, it helps be a little bit more stable.
So, okay. Other issues?
This is main issues. I think you need to basically throw the ball rather than punch the ball.
Okay.
You don't want to be punching, you just want to throwing the ball. 1 and 2. That's very important. This is what great players do. Like you want to push the ball, throw the ball. This is pushing. Lots of freedom there. And you, all three of you, have a tendency to play ball like hard. 1, it's too hard.
Our timing?
Yeah, that's really the timing. You know,
Yeah.
like, the timing is when you have a good shot quality. When you hitting with like this is good timing. Like it was 1 and 2, and you want to what 1, 2, or 1, 2. Like those both systems. Pendulum, yeah. 2.
A fluid.
Fluid, yeah. Like 1, 2.
No long pause.
Too long. I mean, it depends. You know, like, but just don't try to hold too long. You are holding very long at the end. Just be softer.
Okay.
Okay. Like when you play a straight shot, just think about like in your mind like prolonged 1 and prolonged 2. It's gonna give you maybe 1.5 seconds from backswing to follow through. So 1, 2. That's a good shot. Just missed. Tired. 1, 2.
Okay. Okay, we'll stop now.